What's up, Arizona? Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Dropping Dimes. We're just going to end the countdown because I lost count at how many episodes this is. With Cam and Chili, Cameron Cox here at 12 News, just Chili from somewhere in his
Well,
shoe
right now I'm back
closet,
in California. Right now I'm back in Cali. So
back in
just
Cali,
hang on.
in his
Yeah.
shoe closet. That's what it, or what do we call
Stop
this
it.
room that you're in? Do we
Stop
know?
it. No, this is just my office. This is my gaming
Oh,
podcasting studio, little setup
yeah.
gig thing that I got going on. But it does double as like my shoe featurette place. So, I gotta listen, man. I pull up if I'm gonna pull up to a Tolleson game, if I'm gonna pull up to a Tolleson game,
You got the
um,
colors, don't you?
yeah, I gotta show that love. I gotta show that love. So, if I'm gonna pull up to a Higley game, if I'm gonna pull up to a
Oh,
Higley game, I got some shoots for that too. So,
yeah.
your boy
All the
Chili,
above.
hanging out, doing
Hanging
my
out.
thing,
Hanging out.
doing my thing. Stop hating, stop hating.
One of my favorite lines ever on Friday Night Fever came from Coach Zuby before he did his little
Yeah,
dance move after winning. He goes, "Gangsta don't dance, we boogie."
he's so funny.
Still to
He's
this
so
day,
funny.
one of my favorite lines
Well,
on
he
Friday
he's
Night Fever.
well, he's from the Yay area, so
Yeah,
he about
he,
that life,
he about
and
that live. Higley, they always roll pretty well. Hey, before we get going and get Chili's thoughts on last week's stuff, Chili, I just want to say thank you, man. Everybody at home, I just want to let people know that Chili's a good man. All right, Chili helped me move recently twice, twice. Pulled up in his truck, ready to roll. I think he broke the back of his truck at some point. He
I
had he had to
did.
fix it because it wouldn't open anymore. And then this past weekend, I had to go rent a truck to move some stuff in a table that we ended up seeing that I could have probably moved myself at the end of the day. But my boy showed up, and all it cost me was a breakfast burrito. Chili, I just want to say thank you, man. I really appreciate all the help here recently, man. This show is a lot of fun to do with you. And I just can't say thank you enough for helping me move recently.
Nah, man, family things, right? Like
That's right.
that's why we're here. We do things for our friends. We try to be there as frequently as possible. So, I
That's right.
hope that some of these kids take some of that with them. Wherever they go and whatever they do, like don't ever be too big to help a friend move because that's something that is so personal because
Yeah.
you get to. Hey, you never know what you're gonna find first off.
Hey,
So,
my move was
so
normal. You didn't find anything. You weren't like, Cam, what is this? No, 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 no.
no,
All
what
good.
I hey,
But to your
what
point,
I
you
did
never
find
know. You never know.
what I did find was an extreme tie collection. My man Cam Cox has more ties than
Yeah.
any Nordstrom rack on the planet. Like my guy got ties for any and
Yeah.
every like I got shoes, my man got ties. And
In fact, I couldn't find all my ties for the longest time because I see you put them in a suitcase. And then I finally opened this suitcase. I was like, oh, this is where Chili packed all the ties up. Got it. I found them like
hey,
2.5 weeks later. I've been wearing like the same 7 ties. So I
hey,
found the rest of them.
and I noticed some of your ties they're hanging like normal. They're all undone. But I noticed some of them were pre-tied. Like those are the emergency ties when you run
Emergency.
short
Yeah.
on ties.
Yeah.
So you just throw them over the neck, and they
Now,
had got that Windsor knot already.
yeah. Now
So
to be fair, I could tie pretty quick and with my eyes closed. But yes, there are some for emergency circumstances. You pull off the rack, ready to roll. Ready to roll.
I
So
thought
thank
I
you.
thought that was cool. I thought that was cool, man. Listen, we all got something that we collect. We all got something that we kind of hobbyists about.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah. And I'm just
There's that.
glad. I'm just glad the water didn't get to my man. This rain, man, has been crazy in the
I
valley, Chili.
heard.
It
I
has
heard it's
been insane.
flooding.
Man, just the past
Well,
couple of days.
I was there for
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, for
Yeah. I
Thursday,
mean,
Friday, Saturday.
just the past couple of days, the rain today, a big microburst came through Tempe, so that was nuts. I mean, some of these rains on Friday night, somebody seeing these football fields. I know they looked like lakes part of the day, and then they dried out, man. But this rain, it's just different. You don't see it usually rain this much around these
Yeah,
parts.
well, and shout out to Notre Dame Prep getting that dub after like a 3 day, two-day layoff.
Yeah,
They played Friday versus Chaparral, and then they had to postpone the game, and
Thursday,
they put or Thursday.
Thursday,
I'm sorry,
Thursday,
and so
21 all on Thursday against Shap, and the game just wrapped up. We actually had a camera there tonight. I think Notre Dame
yeah,
Prep won 42, 41, 24, something like
yeah,
that. Shap kicked a field goal, and then Prep rallied off 3 straight touchdowns. That's tough to do. Like,
that
I mean, you take a break like that. I just thought they'd punt the game and be like, "Hey, listen, we got in a game later in the week. We're not going to do it, but kudos to both those programs
Well,
to get it in,
I
to get it in and
I was
finish.
I was I was at Millennium Tullison and they called that one with 6 minutes left. They
Yeah,
said, you know what, it's all good. Like, let's just not get in. Wellbrock's such a good dude. Like, hey, listen, I could try to fight this thing back, but let's not get anybody hurt. We got we got bigger things going on with the rest of the season, and it was pouring. Like, let's not delay this or whatever. Let's just get out of this one healthy and move forward. But shout out to Wellbrock, what he's doing over there at Tolleson, amazing job, and Coach Early, because that Millennium squad looks for real. They got some big boys in the trenches over there, and they got some athletes that can make plays. Damari Bryant looked like he's gonna be special.
yeah. And just to be clear, I know there was some chatter from parents too as well. All games this Friday is still normal, so Notre Dame Prep is still going to travel to play Cactus Shadows on Friday, and then Chaparral is going to travel to Desert Mountain to play them on Friday too as well. So nothing changes. It's going to be a short week for those two programs, obviously.
Really
Notre,
short.
Notre Dame and Chap, but yeah, all those games Friday still going on as scheduled. Chili, what'd you make last week? The rankings come out on Tuesday, so we'll dive into all that next week and where teams are ranked. What do you like so far? We're past the halfway point of the season here.
I like Liberty Basha, some combination at the top. I think Basha should be at the top because they're undefeated, but Liberty, I give them the pass because they played a tough nationally ranked Corner Canyon team. Then there's obviously the Hamilton Chandler situation conversation. I think that is a lot closer than people are giving it credit for, and I think Arizona Avenue is going to tell us a lot about that game. Um, you know, Hamilton, they've been doing their part to make sure that they get as high in the rankings as possible, absolutely destroying teams by any means necessary, right? That's what people have said. And then Chandler, they've also been doing their part. One of the hottest teams out there. They got the one loss to an out of state traditional powerhouse, if you will, in the San Diego area, Cathedral Catholic. But that team is so loaded with so many dynamic players on offense. And same thing with Hamilton. That game is going to be so fun to go see at the end of the season. I can't wait. And then after that, it's kind of a melting pot of teams that will have an opportunity to get in that conversation. Perry, I know that people are like, "Oh, Perry's reeling, Perry's struggling. Can Perry make it?" I think Perry will find themselves in the play-in portion of the Open. I think that another team that's going to find themselves in that conversation is going to be Mesa with those transfers, with what Coach Hathcock is able to do, and blending those guys in. I talked to Joe Haney a couple of weeks ago, talented Mesa defensive player, and he's so excited with the competition that it's brought
Yeah.
to practice with just all that. So Boogie Anatema, his brother Caleb Tafua, those guys, they're going to be ready to go, and it's going to be a lot of
Mason's
fun
got a
to
tough
see.
schedule the rest of the way. Chavez, Perry, Basha, Westwood to close it out. Like they're going to be tested the rest of the way. Perry got some good games too coming up. Westwood, Mesa, South Point, Basha. I mean, still the thick of their schedule too. You mentioned Hamilton, Chile. Like, listen to what they close with: Pinnacle, at Basha, Chavez, and at Chandler. I mean, that's especially those last 2 to 3 weeks. That's a gauntlet to finish for
Yeah,
Hamilton. A lot of this stuff is going to get we're going to get a lot of good games as the week goes on, as the season goes on. And I really like the way the schedule's kind of panning out because there's going to be a lot of top games with the small schools starting the playoffs too as well. Those last couple of games in the big schools is going to mean something.
yeah. I think Brophy's also another team that's going to find themselves
Getting
trying
hot
to
at the
play
right
it.
time,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. Red Mountain. There's so man. It's gonna be
Red Mountain's got a
it's
big
gonna be
game against
kind of
Mountain
fun.
View this week. Yeah.
It's going to be kind of fun to watch this whole thing work. And Mountain View is going to get an opportunity that they didn't get last year. And I think they're going to get that opportunity to play themselves into the Open, which I honestly believe that they deserved last year. They should have been one of those top 8 teams. I don't know who I would boot out. So before anybody asks, I don't know. But Mountain View absolutely deserved to be there.
There we go. All right. You want to bring in the guests? Who you want to call first?
Oh, they both sitting
They
and
they
chilling right
both
now?
they're sitting in the chat.
All right, hey, let's catch up with one of these talented flamethrowers. Keep the thing going because last week we had 2 of them on. Let's catch up with our guy from Higley, one of the most decorated win-loss guys, talented quarterbacks out there, Gunnar Fagrell from Higley. Gunnar,
Yeah.
what's up, man?
Let's see Gunner. Let's see if he got it. Gunner, are you there, buddy? Let's see.
Oh, Gunnar
Sometimes
trying. Sometimes the kid's trying to figure out the
Hey, what's
technology.
up?
Hey, there he is. Got to turn on the camera, but you good.
There we
We know
go.
what you look. There you are. There you.
Oh,
Oh, he got some. He got some of the homies with
we
him. Who you
got the
got with
whole
you?
Oh yeah. So you got John and Brock.
How's it going, guys?
Okay.
What up?
What's
guys.
going
What's up,
on?
man? Welcome to Dropping Dives with Cam and Chili. This is a nice setup you guys got here. We should have came and done the show at y'all's house.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
shut up, man.
Yeah, Chili's in his closet. I'm here at my messy desk. We
My
just come hang out with you
closet.
guys.
Yeah.
Y'all see
Watching
Chili?
some.
You see Chili? Look at him. He's in his shoe closet, man. Just a shame.
um, my
Gunner,
guy Cam Hayden.
Gunner, real quick, just guys next to you. What does it mean to play with your brothers, guys next to you, to play at Higley?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are awesome. Leader of the offense, leader of the defense right here. Just the skill set they bring to the team is super big and important. And then the leadership role as seniors on this team, they'd help us out a lot and make sure we got our heads where we're supposed to be at.
And Gunner, who we got again? Who's to your left? Who's to your
We
right?
got John Asaro, Brock Bascom, got Jaden Rhodes over there, Aaron Cooper, Adam Cooper.
Sheesh.
We got everyone. We're just KO. We're watching some Monday Night Football. So,
Do we just crash like a team meeting? Are y'all game planning or what?
yeah, basically just going over some film, get ready for the game this week.
Gunnar,
Hey, you
listen,
got.
real quick, I want to give a shout out to you, man. You're the first guest that we've had to bring his teammates along with him
Oh man,
to
he's
do
about to
something
start
like
something.
this. I've always said Higley's a special place. This is pretty cool, man. Well done.
Sure. Thank you.
Hey, Gunner. I'm not going to put you out there, but Gunner definitely on that cam. Gunner definitely one of the smartest guys on any football field
Okay.
because he would do something like that because that's something that like I traditionally check for is who are the quarterbacks that are going to do the most to take care of the rest of their teammates. So Gunner, I really got to show you some love for that. I
Thank
also
you.
got to show you some love. I hear you got a ridiculously high GPA that you would be anybody's lifeline for helping them out to win $1 million. Gunner, how high is your GPA?
4.6.
It goes that high? I thought it stopped
Yeah,
at like
so
4. How did you add points to that thing, man?
Because he does that extra.
right. Got to put in that extra work.
Hey, I don't even know if me and Cam would add up to a 4.6. I got a
Hold on.
3.0, so
Yeah,
I'm not sure what
Okay,
Cam would
there
bring
you
to the
go.
table.
Mine was close to that, Chili. All right, mine was close to that. Hey guys, listen, I'll ask all three of you since you're sitting there. What does it mean to play for Higley? What have y'all most enjoyed about playing out there at Higley?
I just love the community around it. You mean like we've gone to a couple of Cali games out of state, and then the whole fans, the section's all packed. So just the parents and then the brothers around me. Everyone here, I love them so much. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So just the whole community aspect I love at Higley.
Hey,
Got,
Gunner,
hold on,
Gunner,
Chili. Guys, what about you guys? What do you guys think?
For
Brock
me,
and
I mean,
John?
it's just a blessing to go out each and every day. Have the ability to come out and play the game that we love, and right alongside our brothers, like Gunnar had said. Not a lot of people get to experience that type of bond with people in high school and all throughout life. So, man, just each and every day, you just gotta thank God. It's just an absolute blessing to go out and enjoy the game that we love with our brothers.
Amen. Brock, how about you?
I definitely think it's the culture. I think Coach Zuby harps a lot on our culture at Higley. The coaches do a really good job of, creating a brotherhood here. And I feel like there's no better place I'd rather be at than at Higley. The coaches are amazing. The teammates are amazing. The whole community there. Just how Gunnar said, it's just the place to be, man. I love Higley.
Hey, Gunner, I got to ask, unique situation for you throughout your Higley career. You get to win a state championship. You get to help contribute to that. You get to battle it out with another Power Four quarterback, and then you win some Flight Club belts. What's your career meant to you so far, and all the success that you've had, and all the grind?
Yeah, I mean, I would have never imagined this coming into high school. I almost didn't even play football. My parents didn't allow me to get injured. So just the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows. It's something I wouldn't trade anything for. It's been a blessing for sure. Tons of lessons I've learned. So I've loved it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Gunnar, how
Brock.
did you how did you talk your parents into that, man?
I don't even know. I think it was my dad. My mom was scared to death, but my dad ended up giving me the thumbs up.
I'm sure they probably still are a little bit you running around sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Hey, Brock, you talking about the culture and stuff like that. Higley got this thing known as the Higley Penitentiary. You're kind of a part of that. Like, what's that been like watching that thing grow and build from Nigel Easton to Justice and to everybody that's been a part of it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I get to work with I feel like some of the best DBs in the state every single day. You know, it's honestly a blessing. We get to push each other every single day. And, you know, I mean, some are better than others, but at the end of the day, we all love each other. We're just like Gunnar said, we all keep on harping on. We're just a bunch of brothers, man. And the bond of brothers can't get really beat. So, I mean, getting to play with all those guys, man, it's an honor, and it's just fun to be out there with them every single day.
Hey, and John, you get to compete against that all the time for the last like 3 years and stuff. Like, what's that been like for you? How many times have you been locked up by that group? How many times have you gotten by them? Like, what's it like in practice? How competitive is it?
You know, I take myself over any DB any day. But on a real note,
that.
I mean,
That's how
on a real
offense is
note, it's
done.
awesome. You know, to get the opportunity to come out and play against some of the top talent and prepare every single week. You know, there's no defense that we play in this state that's quite like the defense that we have. So I look at that as a blessing. You know, we get to prepare at a way higher level than, you know, any other team that we're playing. And I think that just makes us that much more confident going into games. You know, we feel more comfortable, and it just allows us to play freely and just, you know, have a good time. So it's definitely a blessing to play against talented guys like Brock and, you know, everybody that's been in the past.
Gunner, translation, the defense is always wrong. They're never right, right?
Oh.
You got something to throw at them, right?
Yeah. I'll take John one-on-one any day. It doesn't matter who it is.
Hey, real quick, guys, what do you make of the rest of the schedule? We got a big matchup coming up against Brophy at Shadow Ridge, Williamsfield, your rival, always tough too as well. And with Centennial, you guys 4-2 right now. A good spot in your region, looking like playoffs too as well. Where do you think you guys are at right now in your season?
Yeah, I'm hyped. I think Zuby was telling us today 3 of the 4 remaining teams are like top 10 in the state or something. So it's a big opportunity to go out on a big stage and perform. I think our team's trending in the right direction and ready to go make up for some of the mistakes we've had. We've learned some lessons, and we're ready to go show it.
Hey, real quick, what's the deal with the hair? You all got the same hairstyle, right? Is this planned? Do y'all dye it in the playoffs? What does this work here?
Might have to. I don't know. Just let that flow out the helmet. Nice look.
Is this the rule? You just not gonna cut it during the season? We just letting it grow?
You want to be great, you got to let the hair grow.
That's what I like to hear.
Chili, you hear that? We no haircuts. All right, we got to be great. No more haircuts, okay?
No, I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. Actually,
no, you heard them. We can't do it. We gotta let it grow.
Just so we're clear, hey man, listen, you know, you get the opportunity, Gunner, to compete against some of the top quarterbacks in the country throughout your career, not just you know, in your own practices and stuff like that, but head to head. This week, no different. You get one versus Case Vandenbosch. What are some things that you're looking forward in the personal head to head competition with a quarterback like that?
Yeah, no, Case is a super cool guy. I've gone to a couple of trainings with him. Super mature, kind of like a quiet leader from what I've seen. But we follow each other on Instagram. I see he's leading like Bible studies over at Brophy, so that's super cool to see. Just another spiritually connected guy. But yeah, he's a super cool guy, and I'm excited to see how we match up against each other.
Hey, last one for me, real quick though, Brock. You know, your penitentiary over there. You guys got a big one versus one of the most talented receivers in the state of Arizona in Devin Fitzgerald and company. How are you guys planning on approaching this one?
Yeah, man. I mean, we got to respect our opponent. We got to respect on what they have, and so we're going to prepare with what we have. You know, game plan what we game planned, and just go out and play Higley football. Like, right? It's just, I mean, no matter who we play, it's always us versus Higley, right? So
all right,
we're going to go out, we're going to play our game, and we're going to do what we do.
All right, and John, and John, for you, I got to know, you got some talented DBs over there too. Deshaun Crine, James Pike's an absolute dog safety over there. How are you guys planning on preparing that receiver room?
I think it's pretty similar to the defense. I think we go in and just focus a lot on what we can do as a team and just focus on ourselves. I think it's a lot of times where in games teams will run into mistakes and being tired and stuff as the season goes on. I think as long as we can eliminate the personal mistakes on the offense and make sure we're firing off to the best of the ability, like it's not a ton of people who can stop us. So I think just, you know, really focusing on ourselves and, you know, making sure we're executing the highest level possible, you know, we'll be set and good to go.
Guys, we'll get you out here on this. What are your thoughts on Monday Night Football so far? What game y'all watching?
Well, we got both of the games on right now in the back. We got the Bears and the Commanders wrapping up right now. So the game's about done. Looks like the Commanders are about to pull away with this one. But you know, every every week it's great to just watch football, spend time with the brothers.
The Bears are about to kick a.
Oh yeah, it looks like the Bears about to kick game winner right here. So.
Oh, what?
Real
Dang.
quick, you got any thoughts on NFL football? Tyler, Jacoby, anything you want to weigh on? I'll give you all the floor. What you want to weigh on?
I'll go. So I'm a big Bucks fan. You know, I've been a Bucks fan growing up my entire life. I'm not a big fan because of Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. But it's it's
Baker?
great. I absolutely love Baker. You know, he's taking the team to an amazing place. You know, it seems like they're firing off on all cylinders. We dealt with a couple of injuries, but I mean, it's just fun to watch. You know, my team win some games. So that's been awesome to see.
There we go. There we go. All right, guys. Well, Gunnar, I think this is cool, man. Way to include your teammates. Like I said, you're the first one to bring some boys on the show. So we appreciate it, man. Coach Zuby is a wonderful coach. I love what he does out there. I love the culture you guys have, man. It's always fun to watch Higley football. And best of luck this week, guys. We'll be following you all year long.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Later,
tell Coach to get his dance moves ready, all right?
Oh, shit.
Tell Coach to get his dance moves ready. Take care, guys.
All right, see you guys. Thank you.
There we go. There we go. Man, that's cool, Chili. That's
No, that was. I wasn't expecting that, but those kids over there at Higley, like they do got a real brotherhood over there, and they've always been like that. There's a lot of camaraderie, so that was cool to see. And John Asar, man, I got to let people know. I know everybody's going to Max Preps looking at the stats and stuff like that. And John Asar was a guy that I kind of hyped up and built up preseason. That's a kid that can absolutely go once he gets an opportunity. That receiver room, I think that they're just waiting for that one person to break out. And I do believe that once he is 100%, it is going to be a 100% problem for people. But they got a young guy over there that I love. They also got my guy Baby Zuby over there, Daniel Zuby. Before I forget, so got to shout out Coach's kid, who's an absolutely amazing player, just like his older brother Andrew. But they got a young guy over there that I like a lot, Keegan Peterson, who is capable of doing some things, and I think he's going to be next in that group of wide receivers that are going to flourish. But that on the flip side, that penitentiary that they got, those defensive backs, they go crazy. Brathwaite, Nassim, all of them. So shout out to Brock, really representing for his guys.
Chili, I'm going to run through some things here that we got coming up on the Fever. Text our next guest. Tell him to come back in the chat real quick. I think I might have kicked him off real quick. So that was my fault.
What?
That was my fault. Don't forget, Friday Night Fever coming your way this Friday night at 11:35, Arizona's longest running and #1 high school football show. We cannot wait to keep it rolling. It's hard to believe how fast we have gone through the season this year and where we're at. And it's already almost mid-October, right? We're getting to the end of the small schools. Everything's coming up. It's just crazy to see kind of where we're at in all this. Let me go through our game of the week. By the way, you could vote right now, 12news.com, for our Friday Night Fever game of the week. Red Mountain at Mountain View, AZ College Prep, Gilbert North and Gilbert were our game of the week last week. Veritas Prep, Phoenix Christian. So vote right now, and we'll see how that all goes. Voting runs till Wednesday at noon. Winners announced Wednesday night right here on the 12 Plus app for your TV. All right, Chili, introduce our next guest. Here we go.
Oh, we got the big fella, in case y'all not familiar, straight from Benjamin Franklin, big ol' Ammon Alexander, an absolute stud. This kid is the Pancake Factory. Don't get it twisted. You got a defensive lineman, he's ready to mash him. So I can't wait. His recruiting is going insane right now. Ammon, you there?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Hey, Ammon, just turn on your video for us, man, if you don't mind. There we go.
All right.
There we go. Got that hair in. Holy smokes, look at him.
I mean, listen, all these kids, man, it just flows. It makes me wonder what I was doing in high school. Why mine didn't flow like that. And Chili, I know you can't grow that. So I know you didn't have hair like that, but I feel like I could have really had some lettuce up there, Ammon. I really feel like
I don't got that cabbage like y'all, that's for sure. I got that Asian
Ammon, let me tell you something.
So.
I've never seen that dude take off his hat. There might be a first in the
history.
I have. That might be
the
first in the history of Chili for take off his hat. Well done.
Ammon, don't let him get you hyped. But Ammon, talk to me, man. Hell of a season for you guys right now. You guys are absolutely rolling, and you are a catalyst of this. And that's so crazy because you play on that offensive line. You are one of them trench dogs. What's it like, kind of being the featured part?
It's great. I love this season. Our team has done so well, and we've just had such great coaching. It's perfect to be on the offensive line because it's just with me and my brothers just putting in the work.
Hey, can I read you some scores, Chili?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I know what these look
49-10,
like.
24-18, 24-12, 62-0, 56-13, 35-6, 43-6. Ammon, you guys roll on offense, man. What's the secret?
We've been putting in a lot of good stuff lately. We have great receivers and we have a great running back and we got a great offensive line, especially very physical. Have great coaches teaching us how
Yeah.
to do it.
What's it like
Yeah,
to
it's
dominate the line of scrimmage like that when you guys can really just do whatever you guys want up front? Because you've played some tough teams, and recently Gilbert Christian got explosive offense, Valley Christian always a tough team, and here you guys just kind of make it look somewhat easy. I know it's not, but I mean, just what's it been like up front to control the line of scrimmage?
Been great. I love it. It's very very confident building when you and your brothers just go out there and we just roll over teams. Just every game at a time. Move on to the
There,
next one.
there we go.
Hey, I know you're kind of a legacy over there. Your older brothers played there, right? Brigham, Jacob, right? Because I do remember covering them a little bit. Brigham was class of 22 or 23, right?
22. Yeah,
Okay.
22.
And then Jacob was class of 24.
Yes.
Okay. See? Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, and I know you have a little brother, and I know you have a little brother too, and I'm gonna get to some of this in a minute. But if I remember correctly, your oldest brother, because somebody brought this up to me, I can't remember if it was Coach Jeffries. He was actually into like Lego building or something like that, right? Was he? Is
Yes.
that
Yes, he
true?
was.
Is that true?
He
Because
was.
because I did a Zoom conversation with Coach Jeffries. I want to say it was Coach Jeffries back in the day, and I had like all these Lego things like building. He's like, "Dang, dude!" He's like, "You know who's into Legos?" And then he told me, "What's the coolest thing that you ever saw your brother build, or that you ever helped him build?"
Oh, he took apart this like one of my sets because I was done with it, and then he rebuilt it into like some dystopian tank looking thing.
What? That's
Yeah.
insane. That's so legit. How many pieces would you guess?
Oh, 1,000, maybe 1,300.
Chili,
Jeez,
It was
let
that's
me
quite a bit. It was a
I
let me
love
tell
lot.
you
that.
something.
I love
Legos,
that.
they make it look so nice on the commercial. It's like looks so easy. You start opening that book, I swear they leave out some pieces because you're like you even try and like put them exactly where it should be. You follow the instructions, turn the page, and still you're like, wait a minute, how did I ruin this giraffe? What did I do here?
Hey, hey, that's because you didn't have one of the Alexander boys out there to help you.
Apparently so.
Brigham, Brigham over there
Yeah.
at BYU balling.
Yep.
Jacob, an SUU commit, and Ammon, you yourself, recruiting's going absolutely insane. How much did it help you having your older brothers to kind of lay out the blueprint for you on how this whole thing goes?
It's been great. They've helped me, encouraged me, taught me some simple things. They've helped grade my film, and it's always been something to look up to and work towards.
What's that like when they got to grade your film? Are they're tougher than coach, I would imagine, right?
Very tough. Very tough.
Hey, speaking of very tough, like I gotta know what's it like, when you guys are all together, competitively, like the little things, whether it's board games or ping pong or some basketball or whatever. Like, what's it like with when the boys get together, competitively?
Very competitive. Everything's a competition.
Who wins? Who wins the most? Who wins the most? That's what I
Chili,
want to know.
listen, I don't even need to hear his answer. I wouldn't mess with this kid. Look at this guy's a monster up front of the
Hey,
old line.
they all monsters.
I'm just
Amen.
saying,
Let them know. Let them know. Your brothers go crazy too. This is a family of football, and I absolutely loved watching all these kids play. Amen. The competitive nature is one of my favorite things because I've seen how hard you work out there. But before I can't leave out the younger one. I know you're. How often do you get to watch him do his things? Because I know that he's kind of into the theaters and arts and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a band. He does band. He does drumline. So he's up in the stands when we're down in the field, drumming
Do
along with
you
us.
do you ever like take a look and watch him do his thing? Like even though you're in game, like are you ever just kind of marveling, like, man, that's my brother. beating that drum to death. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
So let me
love
get.
that.
So you're on your brother's in the stands playing.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
That is
That's
very cool.
that's kind of cool. How proud of your parents?
very proud. Mom's always been loving and encouraging us
Yeah,
all the way.
yeah. All
Hey,
right, tell me about Coach Norris.
Coach,
What's the best thing about playing for him?
he's very encouragetive, and he's very about the team bond. And we have a thing called leadership club, and we meet every lunch. We discuss things, we work over things. So he's very about the team bond, and he helps bring the team together.
I dig
Um,
that.
I do
That
too.
that is so cool. Hey, Ammon, I'm gonna give you this opportunity. I just want you to shout out your brothers on that offensive line that are in the trenches with you, paving the way, making sure that Benjamin Franklin can get those Benjamins and rushing yards and passing yards. Make Talon Spear look like the guy out there. Make Norris look like a genius. Go ahead and shout out some of your guys in the trenches.
We got Ray at left tackle, and we got Jack Ellis at center, and we got Tushet right guard, and we got Paul on the right tackle. And that's one of the best O line I've ever played with.
Shout
Okay,
out. We used to
okay.
do this segment on Friday. Shout out to the O line. There it is. Shout
Hey,
out to the O
hey,
line.
Hey, real quick, I gotta know, Ammon, I gotta know. This last question for me. I gotta know, are you more of like a traditional Oreo guy when you're cheating on your cheat meals and stuff? Or are you the new wave like Reese's Pieces Oreo guy?
Don't you dare
Like,
eat those new waves. Don't you do that.
I think I'm a traditional,
Thank you.
okay.
especially when they got the little milk bottle. Dip
Yeah,
it
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, my man knows the deal. Hey, sometimes I dip my Oreos in peanut butter though. Like that's been my thing like forever. So I don't even know if I need these, but these things are bomb. These things are the best.
There we go. Evan, your hand, big old Ammon, is that right?
Big
Yeah.
ol'
On,
Ammon.
on Twitter. I love it. I love it. Congrats, man. It's been a lot of fun to watch Ben Franklin. We've been out there a few times. It's always impressive to watch you guys play football. The tradition that you guys have set the past handful of years here with how competitive your team is, every year you guys just seem to bring it once again. And that speaks to the culture you guys have built, to the players you guys have got. So it's been a lot. I know you guys are way out there in the valley, and but it's a lot of fun to always go out there, that environment, that culture. Man, you guys handle the line of scrimmage really well. Good luck this week against ALA Ironwood, and then we'll see you out there on Friday nights, man.
All right, sure thing. Thank you so much, Coach.
Take care. Take care.
Later.
Take care.
Take care.
Take care, man. Chili, we got some good guests here tonight, man.
Yeah, no, man. Ammon's one of the best, man.
Yeah.
The whole Alexander family. Like I just remember watching those kids play and how hard the level of passion that they played with, and traditionally like those guys were like Ben Franklin kind of one of the smaller schools, so those guys, the Alexander brothers, were always one of the bigger guys on the field, but
Yep.
they competed against like the I want to say like the Ralph Friases of the world who went on to ASU, and those boys can play like high level, like without question. They're
And so
they're they're amazing kids.
remind me correctly, his older brother's at BYU, right? I remember his older
Yeah,
brother.
oldest
The
oldest brother
oldest brother. The other one is
at Southern Utah,
at Southern. Yep, I
but
remember
I
him.
think I believe he's currently on his mission. I believe he's
Yep,
currently
th-
serving
that's
his
right.
mission.
And
But yeah,
then the youngest brother we just found out's in the band.
yes, the youngest brother's in the band beating the drum,
There we
beat
go. We're gonna have to get a
drum line
camera on that on Friday night. Uh,
for sure, for
there we go.
sure.
All right, Chelly, we're wrapping up this week. Where you going Friday? Where you gonna be? Oh no.
I think on Friday I'm going to make my way to Higley Brophy. I think I want to go check that matchup out. I want to see Higley's penitentiary, how they handle Devin Fitzgerald, because Devin will literally give folks fits. So he's an absolute monster and has been doing some amazing things on the field. Also, our first guest on Dropping Dimes. So I just want to watch them work. So I also think on Thursday I'm going to make my way to Queen Creek, ALA Queen Creek, because I think ALA Queen Creek is starting to ramp things up. And you never know when Tate Reynolds might show up and be ready to go. But just in case he's not, Sawyer Hales is playing some impressive football, and Coach Sherman's got his guys ready to do their thing. So
Yeah, I know.
I
I
think I'm
know
going to check
Queen
that out.
Creek's been down a few guys too as well. Most importantly, the reigning Fever Offensive Player of the Year. Still 4-2 on the year is a good start for them. They got a tough schedule coming up. ALA, Queen Creek, Desert Vistas played well this year. Castile seems to be tough at times, and then Red Mountain to finish. Like that's a tough remaining schedule too as well. Chili, here's the question. We got 3 minutes left.
What's up?
will I see you Saturday at the ASU Texas Tech game?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Listen, you're going to see a lot of people out there because it's sold out. Like you're going to see a lot of people that you know out there. The place is going to be rocking. I know everybody's concerned about the quarterback situation.
Chili,
Dillingham.
concern is not the word. The sirens are going off. I'll just be clear. Like, Kenny can say what he wants about Jeff Sims. If Sam ain't in that game, that's a different team. I just say if Sam Levitt doesn't play, that's a different team. Texas Tech beat Utah with their backups. So let's call it what it is. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough game.
It's gonna be a tough game regardless, even if Sam is in there. Coach Dillingham, I think that him and Arroyo are creative enough and clever enough to come up with an offensive game plan that will help them to be competitive. Listen, besides the fact that they were using their backup quarterback, there was also like an insane like amount of rain. It was wet out there, so
yeah.
Cut them some slack and let's not go overboard with this.
Utah had to play in the rain too, right?
Yeah, but they had to play in the rain with their personnel that's used to playing together and in the rain.
How about our boy Devin Dampierre, former Sonora quarterback?
Looked like a stud.
Yeah, looked like what we saw on Friday back in the day.
And magical moment for him and Coach Mullins post game and stuff, I'm sure. But listen, ASU will be okay. I will see you out there, and we're gonna see some creativity from Coach Dillingham and his staff. I have no doubt about that. Coach Regal does an excellent job. I know that everybody's like, oh my God, this person's got to be let go. That person's got to be let go.
No. I don't know who's saying that.
This is a great staff. I haven't heard them.
Yeah,
this is a great staff that's been put together.
It's a fantastic.
Arroyo's awesome. Just if you take the starting quarterback off of 95% of college football teams, you're going to get results that you're not expecting.
Sure.
So just be patient. Let them figure this thing out, and let Sims get a full week of practice, knowing that he might be the guy on Saturday. And it's going to be all good. Look, we're going to figure this thing out. Don't panic. Trust in Dillingham. I trust Dilly.
There we go. Right? Give you a shout out. What you got?
Hey, you know the deal. Tomorrow night, me and Gridiron, we're going to break down 2 games, and we're going to spotlight a super talented senior athlete that is committed somewhere. Your boy Chili on the 2-piece. Hang out with us. Forks Up Forever. Y'all know the deal.
Thank you so much for watching, dropping with Dropping Dimes with Cam and Chili. We'll see you next week, everyone. Good night. God bless.
Catch the people